Ron Knows Stuff here, along with Mrs. Ron Knows Stuff.
Hi.
And what's all that stuff? Well, that's a water descaler and a sediment filter. This is our incoming water line to our main house, and this descaler should get rid of all that
Hard water.
hard water staining that you see in the house. And well, you've showered with it now, so
Yeah, it's made it softer.
yeah, so it's
But I love that it's not salt.
exactly. It does pretty much the same thing as a salt water or water softener with salt, but it kind of does it differently. Um, that tank lasts for about 5 years or 600,000 gallons. So I'll put a link to it, an Amazon link. That's where I got it from. And if you do buy it through the link, I do get a spiff. But if you don't, that's okay. Still investigate and get what you want. Here I'm cutting a delivery box because I want to house it all in there. Uh-oh, that's the death blow right there. Look at that.
Make sure you've turned the water main line off to the house before you do this.
Yes, and once you cut the pipe, there's no going back. So here I'm starting to butter all the pipes, and I bought, the best thing to do is buy more fittings than you think you need, because even though I bought a ton, you can always return what you don't use, but I had to go back a couple of times because I still needed more. So
Yes.
here am fitting the things in. I do have the main off, which is that switch right there. And I'm gluing everything up, getting it ready. I'm putting in ball valves. Those are those blue handle things you see there. And what that allows me to do is turn the water off and on and control the flow or the direction that it's
You
going
can
in.
bypass the new system you're putting in if you want to, or if you have to change it out, you can still use the water in your house this way.
Exactly right.
Genius, Ron. Just genius.
I know stuff.
And you're not afraid to share it.
Nope. And I'm putting in ports for the pressure regulator. That's if there's too much pressure in the line or some reason there's a zzz in there, it just pushes out that side. So I've got that in there. And we didn't have a spigot on this side of the house, so I'm putting one in.
I know. I love it.
Yes. So you can kind of see I'm sloppy with the glue.
Yeah, it's all over my house.
Yeah.
Way
Well,
to go.
I'll fix that.
Yeah.
But, that's the glue prep, and it's okay if you're a little messy. I love working with PVC because it just does what you want it to do so easily. And, I kind of laid it out what I wanted to do to get this to work, to put the sediment filter in there. They recommend you have a sediment filter in before you have the descaler because it helps the descaler last longer. Customizing a box, and you'll
Obviously,
see.
so those two outlet things,
Yeah,
the pipes or whatever, can stick
Right.
through there.
right, and
Because the pressure piece is going to stick out of there, and
Right.
so is that little
Right.
outlet or
spigot.
spigot. Yes.
Yeah, and here in Florida, we don't have to really worry about pipes freezing over. More about sun damage, and
That's why you got the box.
yeah, and then it protects everything in there. So that's the sediment filter right there, and you screw it in, and then you put your PVC in.
What's that little tool called that you keep cutting the PVC with?
I don't know, but I call it a PVC pipe cutter.
Works really well.
It does, yeah,
And it keeps it from cracking when you cut it. It
absolutely.
cuts it in there incrementally.
Yep, and you want to get the Schedule 40 PVC pipe because that's what this is designed for. And be careful because there's some flexible pipe that looks like it is, but it'll say right on there, not for pressure situations. And guess what this is?
A pressure situation.
Right. So that sediment filter is going to take care of just that, sediment. Now, we are on city water.
It looks like you're putting a bracket into the house itself to hold it.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't be upset with that. But
Did I have a choice?
well, I figured if I cut the water line, you wouldn't care if I drilled holes in the house. So, but we're on the end of the water line for the city water, and I just feel like there's always going to be crud coming through. So the sediment filter will take care of that, and again, help preserve our descaler.
And one of the reasons we're doing this to begin with is because we have one of those tankless hot water tanks,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to clean those out or do a
Yeah.
system, and this descaler will help lengthen the life of that.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes. And I really like that tankless hot water heater. It's pretty good. You have all
Yeah.
the hot water you want.
Yeah, I've had no issues with it.
Yeah. So I'm kind of making this up as I go. To be honest with you, the water where everything's going to go, I've laid it out. But as I got closer to what I was going to do, it actually worked out better than my layout.
Yeah, it changed a bit.
It did. But, oh, there's Teflon tape going in. And you always roll the Teflon tape in the direction that you're tightening up so that it doesn't unroll.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So,
Excellent.
yeah. So this tank, you have to flush it out for 30 minutes. And then you do, I'm sorry, for 15 minutes, a constant on. And then you cycle it 15 seconds, 30 seconds running, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds running, 30 seconds off. And you do that for another 15 minutes. So I've already done that to this tank already. And there's an in and an out, and you'll always see those. So I'm kind of measuring and cutting. And you'll kind of see as you're going. And again, that's why you buy extra pipe, extra fitting, so that if you mess up, it's okay. You got more pipe.
Yeah, you don't want to keep stopping and starting going to the store.
Exactly. So here
This
I'm-
is not a project where I'd have to order it and wait for it to come in. This is something I'd need the water right away. So
Yeah, right. And, there I am trimming it up because I needed to trim it up a little more. So this worked out really well. I'm enjoying this water descaler because if
can
you have a
already feel a
water
difference.
right, well, if you have a water softener, sometimes it feels like you can never get the soap off. But this, it felt just right. Not too much, not too little. So here I'm about to put the last pieces on, and we'll go to live commentary. What do you think about that?
Yes, and this is not a cleaner as far as chlorine.
No, it is definitely not a filter. It's just a descaler. You can get another tank that looks just like this. I'll put it in there as well, and it will filter as well. So this is going to dry, and then let's go live. So here it is all done. This is the box, as you can see. Now you can see. So you do see some water in there. That's because I didn't assemble the box yet, and the neighbors and our sprinklers were on, so it got wet in here. So let's start from the bottom, shall we? Can you see all the way down there? Mm-hmm. So this is the water line coming in. This is the main off and on. It comes up here. It tees off and does the blow-off valve for pressure. If there's pressure in the line, it shoots it off there. Comes up here, and now it tees. It can either go this way or this way. This way, with this going on, the water is coming straight from the main line and into the house. Okay?
So it bypasses the filter system?
Bypasses the filter system.
Okay.
This way, it's off, and it's shooting it this way, because this is on. Now, so the water's coming here, goes through the filter, sediment filter, comes around, comes up here, this goes into the descaler, and then shoots back in, goes into the house.
Okay, so the way it's set up right now, we're going to go through the filter system.
We are going through the filter system right now.
What are you doing?
Hey there!
I hear all that talking.
Yeah!
What are you building? Water softener?
Yeah, water descaler.
Water what?
Descaler.
What's that?
So it's kind of like a softener, but with no salt.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, back in Connecticut we had something like that.
yeah. So I got a full sediment filter,
Yeah.
and then the descaler, and then back in the house, I added a spigot.
Do you have to flush it or not?
I already did.
No,
Yeah.
do you normally have to flush it?
No.
Okay.
No, you replace this tank every about 5 years,
Oh.
600,000
Interesting,
gallons. Yeah, yeah. And then the filter just
Is it
unscrews.
easy to get out?
Oh yeah.
Or this whole thing comes off?
No, for this application, because I don't like those little connectors that, screw together.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this you would just cut here, and then just barrel
Oh, okay.
connect it and pop a new one on. So no big deal.
That didn't come with the filter. You
No, I bought that, and I cut the holes and all that. So.
Oh, That's
Yeah.
a lot cheaper than,
Yeah, and I think it looks better, and plus I can service it and it keeps it out of the sun.
yeah.
So
Good.
All right, let's turn it on. Let's see
It's
what
on.
it does. Oh, it is on?
It's on, yeah.
Oh,
So when it goes with the pipe, it's on.
so
when
if
it
you
goes
want to
against,
turn this on, you've got to open up the valve right
No.
here.
because the water is coming up here, going through here, around, in, and out. If this is
Oh.
closed, the water just comes straight up and goes in. This is active all the time.
Okay.
So this way, if you have any issues or want to do the maintenance on this, for example, but you don't want to turn the water off to the house, you just close this side off and open up that side.
Or if you want to change out these filters and you still want
Yeah.
to do your laundry or whatever, you can still run the water.
Right. So now the filter should last 5 years before you have to replace it. They do make slip connectors. I don't like that because that's a chance for a leak. The way I've done this, it's very simple to just cut here and put barrel connectors. And that'll last you another 5 years.
Very good.
So you have easy access to clean out the cartridge.
Yeah.
Might as well store the filter there. So there you go.
Yeah.
So Ron knows stuff, Mrs. Ron knows stuff, and now you know stuff too. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, because when you do, we get kibble for cocoa. Bye for now.
Bye.
See ya.